All right, you guys, let's do my final review for Hogwarts Legacy. Now, I have to preface this, I have not finished everything in the game. I've played enough of it, though, to be able to come back and tell you how I feel about the game. And generally, most of the stuff that I talked about in my first look review holds true as I'm hours and hours further into the experience. But before I give you my thoughts, I just want to say that I am not making this review as any kind of endorsement of J.K. Rowling or her thoughts. I absolutely stand with the trans community. I believe that trans women are women and that trans men are men. And I really resolutely believe that every person out there has the right to live in safety and with dignity and with happiness. All right, now let's get into this game, which I believe was made by some incredibly talented people at Avalanche Software. This is a studio that has done really cool AAA stuff in the past, but this is a big swing for the fences experience. This game is massive, and it's also incredibly detailed for the Harry Potter fanatics out there. And like I said in my first look review, I've been around the Harry Potter franchise quite a bit because my daughter is a super fan of the franchise. So I got a lot out of it. But the thing that I really have come to understand about this game is that if you're not a massive Harry Potter fan, if you're just a big fan of RPGs and open world experiences, and this game does look beautiful. I mean, the lighting on it and the cinematic kind of touches and qualities of this game really jump out of the screen. All of this footage that you're looking at is pretty damn impressive. I get that. But there are incredibly impressive open-world RPGs that are even better in terms of defining their gameplay and giving you a little bit more variety and some richer character interaction that I think you should look to before you take the leap into Hogwarts Legacy if you are not a fan of Harry Potter, if you don't know this lore. If you do know this lore, you're in for a treat. There's a lot of attention paid to all the nooks and crannies around Hogwarts, and then of course you can explore out into the wilderness around the castle and the school. You can go to little hamlets and towns, and there's lots of character interaction and stuff, which is a little bit flat. It does feel a little bit kind of pushed together. I love the fact that there's actually a trans character that you meet in Hogwarts pretty early on in the game. Thought that was pretty cool, and a nice statement, I think, from the developers.
Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome.
But pretty much everything is surface level. There is a deeper mystery that you're trying to unlock about the ancient magics that your character is able to witness and then wield, which is pretty cool. You'll run into these different kind of pensive-infused guardians and knights that you'll have to battle, and that's pretty exciting. You're also going to be battling giant spiders and these wolf-like creatures and goblins, and also characters that are aligned with the dark magic. But what's interesting with this game is that you can also start to learn some dark magic yourself, and you can become quite lethal, and it feels a little incongruous with the fact that you have to show up for like botany class also in this game as well. But there are some incredible embellishments, like the ability to fly on a broom, and sort of seeing the totality of the land from a height is pretty damn impressive, and you can fly everywhere, and the controls on the broom are pretty solid, and you'll also be able to fly on creatures as well. So it's pretty cool that you can fast travel quickly around the environments, explore that way, but you can also just take your time and walk everywhere or fly everywhere and see everything that this game has got to offer, which is, honestly, there's a wealth of stuff to explore. Lots of hidden areas, caves and things that you'll explore, but also hidden rooms. You'll get the spell for unlocking, and you'll start to unlock all of the doors, and you'll figure out, using the mechanics that you acquire, how to overcome some things that are obstacles, like, for example, the chests that have eyes on them. There's a specific spell that you can use to defeat those chests. So the game does have some really interesting mechanics, and like I said in my first look, it's really about the detail. And what really impresses me about this game is that all of these things that would have just been stages in the movie, maybe three-quarter sectional stages or whatever, you can walk all the way around them, and you can really feel how tangible everything is. All of these things that just would be props, even down to the wands in the Harry Potter movies, you feel their power in this game. And I think that is something that is really to be applauded about Hogwarts Legacy. It solidifies a lot of what we've imagined or we've just passively experienced. Now we can kind of touch everything and feel everything in this game. And the story stuff is really solid in terms of the overarching story and where our character goes, but definitely some of the interactions with the characters could be a little bit finer tuned. And also you could have more mobility. You know, there's definitely some Assassin's Creed type moments where I want to be able to clamber and scale and, you know, have a little bit more acrobatic ability as a gamer that, of course, the confines of the narrative for this game really don't allow for, which makes sense for the game, but as a player, I've played better open world experiences. And also in terms of mystery and mystique and all kinds of incredible things to explore, it's hard not to think of what Elden Ring did last year. But still, as an interactive entertainment product based on a licensed property, this is impressive stuff. It's almost up to the Arkham levels of commitment and experience. It's really cool, especially if you're a Harry Potter fan. If you're not, I'd probably give it about an 8, but because I'm quite familiar with this world, I definitely would give Hogwarts Legacy a 9 out of 10.